The Attorney General Jeff Sessions is a serious marijuana buzzkill. But before you toke up on 420, remember the AG still thinks it's 1936.
I, as you know, am dubious about marijuana.
With up to 60% of the United States supporting marijuana legalization, the Attorney General's best judgment reeks of old stereotypes using out-of-date facts and misinformed ideas, echoing the propaganda film Reefer Madness.
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
Marijuana is not the kind of thing that ought to be legalized. It ought not to be minimized.
Smoking the soul-destroying reefer, they find a moment's pleasure, but at a terrible price.
Good people don't smoke marijuana.
Debauchery, violence, murder, suicide.
And we're going to see more marijuana use, and it's not going to be good.
And the ultimate end of the marijuana addict.
This drug is dangerous. You cannot play with it. It's not funny. It's not something to laugh about.
"1 year per gram, man gets insane 18-year prison sentence for weed, judge furious." Louisiana just proved how cruel the drug war can be, as the state's Supreme Court upheld an 18-year prison sentence without possibility of parole, for possessing 18 grams of cannabis. In 2014, Gary Howard was convicted of marijuana possession with intent to distribute, and a Caddo Parish judge handed down the harsh sentence, labeling him as a habitual offender for a 2008 firearm possession conviction. The Supreme Court was convinced that the intent to distribute charge was justified because Howard had the pot in 5 separate bags, even though a prosecution expert conceded the marijuana could have been for Howard's personal use and acknowledged it was possible the marijuana was purchased in the same form that police found it. Chief Justice Burnett Johnson blasted the outrageous judgment of her colleagues, who made an arbitrary decision to ruin Howard's life. Image, http://pixel.watch/QT7. As a practical matter, in light of the inconsequential amount of marijuana found, imprisoning defendant for this extreme length of time at a cost of about $23,000 per year, costing our state over $400,000 in total, provides little societal value and only serves to further burden our financially strapped state and its taxpayers, wrote Johnson. Legally, the state proved nothing more than simple possession of marijuana in this case. Johnson went on to suggest that authorities overreacted because a firearm was found during Howard's arrest, resulting in a charge for which he was later acquitted. The fact that, in one state a person can be locked in a cage for 18 years for possessing a plant, while in other states a person can go to a store and legally buy the same amount of the plant, underscores a broken, thoroughly corrupt system. Read more. Cops get off scot-free despite shattering handcuffed man's face, cracking his skull on video. For decades government has carried out an immoral war on drugs, created for the purpose of stifling dissent, oppressing minorities, and enriching the corporatocracy. To this day, federal government maintains cannabis as a Schedule I narcotic, and we see prohibition serving the same goals. Even though most states have acknowledged the medical benefits of cannabis, legalizing its use, the feds continue a policy of deliberate ignorance, and it's no coincidence that Big Pharma profits from prohibition. This is why pharma companies lobbied against state legalization efforts, admitting that legal cannabis threatens their profits. The Louisiana Supreme Court decision shows that the reefer madness mentality is alive and well in the cretins that inhabit the halls of justice. Even as 60% of Americans now think recreational cannabis should be legal, arbiters of justice have no reservations about locking people in cages for possessing said plant. The silver lining is that judges such as Burnett Johnson are not afraid to point out the absurdity of these sentences, which can only be called a war on people.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.